What's poppin', y'all? This is Deidre with One Shot Game, man. You already know how the motto go. You get one shot at life, but a lifetime to learn all the game you need to help improve your life. The choice is yours on which route you choose to take. Now, as I always say, you get two choices. The ability to faithfully settle in the life that has been set out for you, or have the ability to create your path towards your destiny. That choice is also up to you. So before I get into the title of my video, I want to say a big shout out to all my supporters. I see y'all, and even the ones behind the scenes, I see y'all too. So look, the title of this video is going to be on the fact that being aware of the signs. Once you actually wake up to the new version of yourself, which carries a whole different energetic vibration than the old version of yourself, you will start to become aware of the signs of the old energy trying to come in and dim your light from who you are. They're very clever, and really I think it's just a version of yourself that is slowly washing away. So just imagine, you know what I'm saying, how you would respond or react to some of the old things you used to do or say. You know what I'm saying? And I think one of those key things was manipulation and finesse. You know what I'm saying? And oftentimes the lying. The manipulation is to trap you into believing something else other than what you want to believe because it benefits me, not you. You know what I'm saying? So I will manipulate you by not hearing what you said to benefit you, only to benefit me. That is a very strong indicator of manipulation that people will try to use to try to, you know what I'm saying, dim your light from who they are, especially if they're still battling the old spirit of themselves. Because again, some people are ahead and some people are further behind. They're learning lessons at a different speed than you are. You know what I'm saying? And truly just pay attention and understand your environment. If you see certain things going on that's not directed to nobody, but certain things are directed to you, oftentimes just go with the flow and let it play out. You know what I'm saying? Because that person that is inserting their old self on you is because you passed a level that they may have haven't, and they're trying to block you because they think that they should pass that level first. So just be quiet, you know what I'm saying, and let karma play out, because eventually something will happen to them to where they'll be able to see that behavior that you displayed to someone that didn't do anything wrong, just because of how you felt about them. Or truly not even how you felt about them, but how you felt about yourself, without acknowledging that you directed to someone else. You know what I'm saying? Listen, that old energy is very strong, especially with a lot of older people. They are really set in their ways, for real. You know what I'm saying? So I really have to acknowledge the fact that being middle-aged but wise is truly a gift, you know, because there are a lot of older people that are so set in their ways that they don't want to take no information, no guidance, no advice from anybody younger than them. You know what I'm saying? Without you having to first acknowledge how they look at life. But if you really have the deep introspection for being observant and seeking knowledge, you will tend to see the things that they get really upset about or speak on are the things that happen to them that they have not yet gotten over. You know what I'm saying? And it comes to a point now where the healing process is long and it's hurtful, you know what I'm saying? And it's gonna stick you sometimes, especially when someone has done the healing in their life at a different speed than you. Just looking at them, you know what I'm saying, and make you feel some type of way, when really they didn't do anything to you. It's just the fact that, you know what I'm saying, either you have to go into a space you never thought you would have to go into, or, you know what I'm saying, it's causing you to speed up your healing by looking at it differently, and you ain't ready, you know? Listen, that old energy, it has a certain set of skills and a certain set of ways that it tends to show its face in this world. You know what I'm saying? And when you're smart and you know that those same very tactics not only came from people that hurt you, you also hurt people by using them tactics. It's really easy to be able to use a different way at counteracting and blocking the old version of, you know what I'm saying, of maybe who you used to be, or the strongest demon, you know what I'm saying, that cultivated a lot of your family to, you know what I'm saying, not acknowledge they demons but run away from them. You know what I'm saying? It's very clever, it's wise, it knows, you know what I'm saying, how the old ways trapped everybody, you know what I'm saying, and it was very strategic at what it did. So it's kind of like, listen, I don't want to give up the fight so easy. I'm not going to give up so easy. So what are you going to do differently from what you've done your whole life that counteracts what I do? You know what I'm saying? And that's just waking up to all the old things that hurt you, the old version of who you were. If you were sick and tired of being that old version, I promise you, you are now at a space where you're growing, because you got sick and tired of being sick and tired. So you acknowledge the traits that came with that old version, and you now know how to reassess the situation and how to come at it. You know what I'm saying? Instead of allowing it to keep you in a space that you don't want to be in, because you have evolved, because it hurt you so bad. You know what I'm saying? So just be aware and be clever and know that it's not intended to you or directly towards you. You know what I'm saying? It's just them taking a little bit longer to heal. Now, you know, they have certain videos on the internet that are like, listen, don't trust nobody. You know what I'm saying? Find your tribe. But it's almost as if, like, if you don't trust nobody or get to know anybody, you won't be able to find your tribe, because you're so broken from your past. You have to be able to heal, to know what to do, to be able to gravitate yourself towards your tribe, which is just the people that, you know what I'm saying, keep a high vibration by knowing and accepting who they are, and they're not just putting on a face and acting. It's really them for real. You know what I'm saying? It's easier said than done. That I had to realize. But it's like the school of life. It's almost like school. Sometimes, no matter how a person explains the assignment, you just don't get it, because you have to have it explained to you in your own way. You know what I'm saying? For you to actually understand, this is hurting me. I know it's hurting me, but I've been blocked from looking at it because I like the benefit I got from it. But now I see that it's not a good benefit. You know what I'm saying? And I had to learn it on my own, and then it'll gradually push you into doing the right thing on a consistent basis, so that you're able to sweep out, you know, that demon that has you in a mental space where you feel as if that old behavior, lying and manipulating and acting like they don't know what's going on, is still existent. People are very smart. If they do that to you and it still works, it's because you haven't healed, and they know that they can do it to you. You feel me? So you just have to figure out a way to counteract it and overlook it. And what happens is it puts them in a space where they get to understanding, like, damn, that them old ways ain't working anymore. I'm slowly dying off. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to give up in a second. But again, they're smart. They won't give up. You gotta kind of just like go with the flow, which is just you healing. You know what I'm saying? And basically pushing the evilness out. It's like, you know what I'm saying, Hocus Pocus and the Sanderson sisters. They had an evil spell on the town. But once, you know what I'm saying, the dude came to the town and he was able to, you know what I'm saying, get with the girl, and they were able to not light the black flame candle, and they didn't come back. And the town became happier. But sometimes it just takes a certain person that's willing to not be afraid, because the Sanderson sisters were spooky. They fed the little kids, you know what I'm saying, and took their souls, and people were scared and afraid. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like that. So you can't be afraid. They don't scare me. I actually really like that movie, to be honest, but it's actually a version of real life we just weren't able to see at the time. But if you gravitated towards it, it's because your soul had an understanding. It's just the universe made it a certain time when we're able to understand and gravitate the knowledge needed to be able to kill the old demon out and welcome the new world. You know what I'm saying? So listen, forgiveness is a part of healing. It's a part of growth. You can't be mad at nobody else still, or blaming nobody else for things that they didn't know how to heal, which means you're still stuck somewhere in your life because you don't know how to heal. Keep living, keep waking up, breathing. I promise you, the universe will show you exactly what you need to know. So listen, if you don't know what it is, I just told you. Please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe.